back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. In today's video, I'm going to recommend to you the books that when I started reading them, I couldn't put down. The Firebird Chronicles by T.A. White. It is a sci-fi romance series. I love the series. Once I read book 1, I couldn't stop reading the series. I binge read all of the first 5 books in the series that were out. And I'm so happy that I read these books. These books were so good. All the political intrigue, all the war between the planets. I just couldn't put it down. And I know Baron from the book Baron has also binge read this series. And I'm so glad because I think the series needs to be more hyped. Dagger. Before I tell you what this book is about, I just want to say, I know this book has gotten a lot of controversy because people are accusing the author of using AI. I don't believe that those people accusing this author about using AI to write her book, they're just mean-spirited, have a lot of time in their hands. You cannot accuse authors of writing through AI. That could really hurt their brand, that can hurt their livelihood. And I just want to tell everybody, stop accusing these authors of using AI, because it could cause them a lot of damage. It could cost them their livelihood. It could cause them to have a mental breakdown when they work so hard on this story that they want to put out. But then people are accusing them of using AI, and it's a blow to their self-confidence. And I just want this witch hunt for these female authors to stop. And yes, I say female because all of these authors that are accused of using AI happen to be female. I haven't seen one single male author accused of doing this. Only female authors. Just saying. So please, if you don't have anything nice to say, then accuse authors of using AI to write their stories. Please don't say anything at all. Rant over. Now let me talk about Dagger. This is a dystopian society. Gabriel, that's the hero's name. And he is the son of the president of this society. He is the executioner for his father. And he's in charge with executing this couple, this man and the woman, because they fell in love. In this society, you are not allowed to have a relationship that isn't in your tier. The upper tier, the second tier, and the third tier, who are the outskirts people. So they are getting executed at the beginning of the book. How that the hero does not want to execute this couple, but he has to because of his father. And then the hero was about to get married to his fiance, but then an assassin comes to disrupt the wedding, and the hero takes off his mask. And in this world, the upper class wear masks. You're not allowed to see people's true faces unless they are your spouse. The assassin and Gabriel gets caught by the president of society, his father, and instead of getting executed for both the hero and the heroine because of their fight, the president makes them get married instead. And that's all I can say, because it's better if you read this book yourself. I love this book. This book is everything I want in a dystopian romance. It talks about oppression, how the women in society, how they have no autonomy, and a corrupt government spreading propaganda. This book is scary because it reflects society today, the world we live in now. Souls in ruin. Now, I've been talking about this book by Jacqueline White since last year. It was my favorite book of the last year, and I will continue to talk about it because I need more people to read it. We're following Maria, who is a princess who is an outcast of the kingdom because her father, the king, had an affair, and no one in the kingdom treats her kindly except for her best friend and her baby sister. When I say baby sister, I meant like an actual baby. Like, she's only 2 years old. She's only a toddler. And one day, her father, the king, forces Maria to an arranged marriage with the Blood King, so the Blood King will not take over the kingdom. He blackmails her with the safety of her best friend and her younger sister, so Maria has no choice but to marry the Blood King. And it looks like Maria won't have a better life with the Blood King because he treats her better than anyone in the people of her kingdom treats her initially. But after they get married and say their vows, and after the wedding night was consummated, Blood King turns around, kills everyone in Maria's kingdom, and he puts her in a dungeon. He does spare her best friend and her little sister. Maria is stuck in this dungeon while the Blood King is trying to break her spirit, trying to break her down. And then you have another person in the cell right next to hers that also has nefarious reasons for getting close to her. You get to find out why he's there and his relation to the Blood King. I don't want to say how this other male prisoner and the Blood King are related, because that is a spoiler. But I love this book so much. It was my favorite dark fantasy of last year, and I would do anything for Maria. She is literally in a dungeon like 90% of this book, and I just couldn't stop reading until I got to the end, until I got to know how Maria escapes. Her mental fortitude is something so admirable. No matter what the Blood King does, she refuses to let him break her spirit. The indie cover of this book, here's the indie cover, and here is the traditionally published cover, and I think both covers of this book are beautiful, coming out traditionally published, and it is also getting an audiobook. It is still on Kindle Unlimited. You bet when the audiobook comes out, I will be rereading this book by audio. I haven't stopped thinking about this book since last year, and I don't think that will stop anytime soon. We're following this girl who has a power of a poison kiss, and she is the daughter of the king and queen, and she is a vigilante because she saves women in the kingdom who are stuck with abusive husbands, and one day she gets a call about this man who is abusive to their wife. So it's another job for her, and when she kisses the guy doesn't die. And the next day she finds out she's arranged to be married, and she meets her husband, and her husband turns out to be the guy she tried to kill the other day. I loved this book. I couldn't put it down. The chronic illness rep, the migraines and the disability was so well done. And I think we need more standalone romance books. I'm so glad my friend Tori liked this book as well. Across the Vanishing Sky by Catherine Kells. Now, I got an arc of this book, and we're following a Bray who moves to Starlight Grove because she was on a hike with her best friend, and her best friend Nova disappears, and the sheriff of Starlight Grove has not done a good job looking for her, so Bray moves to Starlight Grove with her son in order to find her best friend Nova, but she needs help. She can't do it herself, so she asks Dex, her neighbor, who happens to be a hacker. So she asks Dex for help to find her missing best friend Nova. And Dex came back to Starlight Grove to be with his family, with his brothers and his uncle. Their family, their father is a serial killer, and all of the brothers have to deal with that because the town does not like them. They think because their father is a serial was a serial killer that they're a bad man too. And I could not put this book down. I had to know what happened to Nova. In Her Own League by Liezl 40. This is finally Emmett Montgomery's book, and Reese. Emmett is the coach for the baseball team, and Reese is the new owner for Emmett's baseball team. This book was everything I wanted it to be and more. I loved Reese and Emmett's relationship so much. I started this book 9 a.m. on release day, and I finished this book that same day at 6 p.m. I just love everything about their relationship, how they get off on the wrong foot at first, they misunderstood each other, but once they clear up the misunderstanding and really get to know each other for who they are, they really have each other's back, just there for her when she needs, like, to pick me up to help her ignore the naysayers. Reese helps Emmett realize that no matter how old he is, it's never too late for a second chance of love, that he can find his person too, and he found his person with Reese. Those are all the recommendations I have for you today. Please let me know if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video would help me out a lot. And I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.